I'm Zara, and today we're going to be attempting to make a Lebanese inspired dish. Homemade falafels, freshly made tabbouleh, and then drizzle it over with a creamy tahini sauce. I have never made this before, so let's see what kind of delicious mess we can get into. So first up, before we start anything, I need to soak some chickpeas. They're for tomorrow when I'll be making the falafels. So I have here some dried chickpeas. What I'm going to do is add a cup of chickpeas into this bowl, and then I'm going to cover them with some cold water. So I'll get onto that now. Cup of chickpeas covered with water. I added in a little bit of baking powder as well, just because internet said that would help. I'm now going to cover this and let it sit in the fridge. It says 8 to 12 hours, but it more likely it's going to be 24 hours by the time I get back to them. Up next, we're going to prepare the bulgur wheat for the tabbouleh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half a cup in here, and then I'm going to cover that with boiling water. Now I'm going to put this to one side and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Right, up next I'm going to start chopping and prepping my ingredients. And I just want to mention, how huge is this onion? So it calls for half a red onion. I imagine that half of this is considered a normal red onion size. So not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to wing it. The two angles going. Okay, let's go. Right, onion all chopped, now to add it into the bowl. Next up, I'm going to add in 3 tomatoes. Now for this recipe, you do not want to add the seeds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them up, then I'm going to scoop out all the seeds, then chop them up finally and add them into the bowl. Next up, adding in some parsley. To be honest, I'm not really sure how to prepare this. I think maybe I'll pull each leaf off. That's I don't think I need the stems. It's gonna be tedious. Okay, so I've just drained my bulgur wheat, and now I'm going to add that into the bowl with everything in it. Up next, I need to add some lemon juice. So I'm going to take these 2 lemons and use my new juicer and juice them. So I use fresh lemon juice then. Juicing my lemons. I juiced 2 whole lemons. I now hopefully have enough for 2 tablespoons to add to the mix. 1. Oh, sweet, I have more than enough. Awesome. And lastly now just 2 tablespoons of olive oil. that's all the ingredients in here, so now I'm just going to give it a good mix. Right, that is the tabbouleh made. I'm going to let this sit in the fridge overnight so that all the flavours can like kind of fuse together, so that tomorrow when I come to make the falafels, it will go with them perfectly. Let's add lemon juice, add a little bit of sugar into it. That's actually really nice, that's refreshing. So to start off, we're going to start blending all the ingredients together. I have here some chickpeas that I've had soaking. So they were originally dried chickpeas and I've had them soaking for 24 hours in water. I'm just going to drain them and then I'm going to add them into here so we can start blending them up. This isn't going to go well. From experience last time using this, it does get filled up pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is blend up all these chickpeas first. There's a lot more here than I was expecting, but I guess I should have expected that considering I put 1 cup in and they expand with water. So now I'm just going to blend these up. Try to get them moving around a bit. Right, now I'm going to start chopping up. I have half a red onion here. It says to use a small red onion, but this is the other half of my giant one that I had for my tabbouleh. So what I'm going to do is unwrap this and then chop it up roughly and add it in with the chickpeas into the blender. Right, I'm now going to add that into my blender. Smells like hummus. I have a feeling this is already too much stuff in my blender. I might add a little liquid into it and blend up this bit before adding the rest of the onion in. Okay, I think that's enough. To be honest, I don't see the point in adding the onion into this, so I might just chop it up a bit more finely here and then add it into the bowl later. So that change of plan, I'm going to start adding everything to this bowl. I seem to only have a giant bowl. I had small ones the other day, but I can't find it at the moment. I have a feeling it's where I put the tabbouleh in. So just going to work with this and add everything into here. Next up, I'm going to add in some garlic cloves. Recipe calls for 3 to 4, so of course I'm going to use 4. Lastly, I'm going to be adding in some parsley. So I'm just going to chop some up, whatever feels right, and just chuck it in. Got all the ingredients in, so now I'm just going to give this a good mix up. Next up, I'm going to add in the spices and flour. So I'm going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of cumin. I don't really know how to measure this. I've never measured a spice this way before. Okay, 1 tablespoon of cumin. I also need 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm just going to follow my heart on this one. That probably was too much, not sure. Up next, I need half a teaspoon of baking powder. Now I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of chickpea flour. From here, it does say to blend this all up in a food processor, but because I am working with what I've got, I'm just going to mix it up and hope for the best. Okay, so I've never made falafels before, so I don't know what the consistency is meant to be like. However, this doesn't feel like it's going to bind together very well, so I might add in a little bit more chickpea flour. I'm going to start by adding 1 more tablespoon in and take it from there. One more for good luck. Right, so I think there's like a consistency where I reckon I can make it into balls. So I'm going to now let this sit to one side. It smells really good. So I'm really excited for these. Okay, so up next I'm going to be putting together a little sauce. So I just got a couple ingredients here and I'm going to just mix them all together and make a sauce out of it. So I juiced some lemons. I'm going to add some of that lemon juice in from fresh lemons. About that much. I've got some tahini here. I'm going to add in half a cup of that. Now add that in. I also add some chopped minced garlic. I'm just going to use some jar minced garlic. I'm going to add in that much. Add in a sprinkle of cumin. And then a little bit of maple syrup because it sounds good. I'm just going to mix all that together. It's quite a thick consistency, so I'm just going to get some water added as well. I may have added too much water. I'm just going to give this a little taste test, see what else it needs. If it needs anything else. Definitely needs a more sweetness. Okay, I'm going to add in the rest of my lemon juice, I reckon, or majority of it. And then we're also going to add in some more maple syrup. More leftover lemon juice. It is really refreshing. Up next now, I'm just going to cook up all the falafels. So I will speed through this part. Okay, well that certainly didn't go exactly as planned. My falafels kind of turned into a mush, but overall it actually tastes really good. I don't really rate the tahini sauce, so turns out I don't like tahini. For today I didn't even know what it was made of. But if you happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below what country you think I should do next. thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed today, please make sure you hit the subscribe button to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. I upload every Sunday at 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time.